How it was, I quote, before Pym, with Pym, after Pym, how it is 3 parts, I say it as I hear it. Voice once without qua, on all sides then in me, when the panting stops, tell me again, finish telling me in vacation. Past moments, old dreams, back again, or fresh like those that pass, or things always, and memories I say them as I hear them, murmur them in the mud. In me that were without when the panting stops, scraps of an ancient voice in me, not mine. My life, last state, last version, ill said, ill heard, ill recaptured, ill murmured. In the mud, brief movements of the lower face, losses everywhere. Recorded nonetheless, it's preferable somehow, somewhere, as it stands, as it comes, my life, my moments, not the millionth part, all lost, nearly all, someone listening, another noting, or the same. Here then, part 1. How it was before Pym. We follow, I quote, the natural order, more or less my life, last state, last version. What remains? Bits and scraps, I hear it, my life, natural order, more or less I learn it, I quote, a given moment, long past, vast stretch of time, on from there that moment and following, not all a selection, natural order, vast tracts of time. Part 1, before Pym, how I got here, no question, not known, not said. And the sack, whence the sack, and me, if it's me, no question. Impossible, too weak, no importance. Life the other above in the light, said to have been mine, on and off, no going back up there, no question, no one asking that of me, never there, a few images on and off, in the mud, earth, sky, a few creatures in the light, some still standing. The sack, sold, good, sold, possession. Coal sack, to the field, small or medium, 5 stone, 6 stone, wet jute. I clutch it, it drips in the present, but long past, long gone. Vast stretch of time, the beginning, this life, first sign, very first of life. Then, on my elbow, I quote, I see me, prop me up, thrust in my arm, in the sack. We're talking of the sack, thrust it in count. The tin's impossible, with one hand. Keep trying, one day it will be possible. Empty them out in the mud, the tins, put them back one by one in the sack. Impossible, too weak, fear of loss. No appetite. A crumb of tunny and moldy. Eat moldy. No need to worry, I won't die, I'll never die of hunger. The tin brooch, put back in the sack or kept in the hand, it's one or the other. I remember when appetite revives, or I forget. Open another. It's one or the other. Something wrong there, it's the beginning of my life. Present formulation. Other certainties. The mud. The dark. I recapitulate the sack, the tins, the mud, the dark, the silence, the solitude, nothing else for the moment. I see on my face, close my eyes, not the blue, the others at the back, and see me on my face, the mouth opens, the tongue comes out, lolls in the mud, and no question of thirst either, no question of dying of thirst either, all this time, vast stretch of time, life in the light, first image, some creature or other, I watched him after my fashion, from afar, through my spyglass, sidelong in mirrors, through windows at night, first image. Saying to myself, he's better than he was, better than yesterday, less ugly, less stupid, less cruel, less dirty, less old, less wretched, and you saying to myself, a new bad to worse, steadily. Something wrong there. Or no, worse, saying to myself, no worse, you're no worse, and was worse. I pissed and shat, another image in my crib, never so clean since. I scissored into slender strips the wings of butterflies. First one wing, then the other, sometimes for a change, the two abreast. Never so good since. That's all for the moment. There I leave, I hear it murmur it to the mud, there I leave for the moment. Life in the light, it goes out. On my face in the mud and the dark, I see me, it's a halt, nothing more, I'm journeying. It's a rest, nothing more. Questions. If I were to lose the tin opener, there's another object, or when the sack is empty, that family. Abject ages, each heroic scene from the next. When will the last come? When was my golden? Every rat has its heyday, I say it as I hear it. Knees drawn up, back bent in a hoop, I clasp the sack to my belly. I see me now on my side, I clutch at the sack. We're talking of the sack. With one hand behind my back, I slip it under my head without letting it go. I never let it go. Something wrong there. Not fear. I quoted losing it, something else, not known, not said. When it's empty, I'll put my head in it, then my shoulders, my crown will touch the bottom. Another image so soon again. A woman looks up, looks at me, the images come at the beginning. Part one, they will cease, I say it as I hear it, murmur it in the mud. The images, part one, how it was before Pym. I see them in the mud, a light goes on, they will cease. A woman, I see her in the mud. She sits aloof, 10 yards, 15 yards. She looks up, looks at me, says at last to herself, all is well. He is working. My head, where is my head? It rests on the table. My hand trembles on the table. She sees I am not sleeping. The wind blows tempestuous. The little clouds drive before it. The table glides from light to darkness, darkness to light. That's not all. She stoops to her work again. The needle stops in mid-stitch. She straightens up and looks at me again. She has only to call me by my name. Get up, come and feel me, but no. I don't move. Her anxiety grows. She suddenly leaves the house and runs to friends. That's all. It wasn't a dream. I didn't dream that, nor a memory. I haven't been given memories this time. It was an image, the kind I see sometimes, see in the mud. Part one, sometimes saw. With the gesture of one dealing cards. And also to be observed among certain sows of seed. I throw away the empty tins, they fall without a sound. Fall, if I may believe those I sometimes find on my way, and then make haste to throw away again. Warmth of primeval mud, impenetrable dark. Suddenly, like all that was not then, is, I go not because of the shit and vomit, something else not known, not said, whence preparatives, sudden series, subject, object, quick succession, and away, take the cord from the sack, there's another object, tie the neck of the sack, hang it from my neck, knowing I'll need both hands, or else instinct, it's one or the other, and away, right leg, right arm, push, pull, 10 yards, 15 yards, halt. In the sack, then, up to now. The tins, the opener, the cord, but the wish for something else, no, that doesn't seem to have been given to me this time. The image of other things with me there in the mud. The dark in the sack. Within reach, no, that doesn't seem to have been put in my life this time. Useful things, a cloth to wipe me, that family, or beautiful to the feel, without having sought in vain among the tins, now one, now another, in obedience to the wish, the image of the moment which, when weary of seeking thus, I could promise myself to seek again a little later, when less weary, a little less, or try, or banish from my thoughts, saying, true, true, think no more.